Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is set for one episode. Your host from Columbus, Ohio, is Michael Kirk. Welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast. Hello and welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast, your digital audio dirt sheet for all things Super Show. Top story this week, TNA Rebellion. SRG Universe has been in partnership going back to Slammiversary with total non-stop action wrestling. SRG Universe has been producing TNA competitor sets for Super Show the Game. At Slammiversary, they made two singles competitors, Mike Santana and Joe Hendry. At Bound for Glory, they made Leon Slater and a tornado tag team, the Hardys. And at Genesis, they made Nick Nemeth and Indy Hartwell. For TNA Rebellion, we knew they were producing at least two competitors. I reported on the last show that they had put out publicly Trey Miguel and the Nemeths, a tornado tag team, would be released. They also revealed on the last episode of Talk of the Universe that a new version of Nick Nemeth was coming out. The Wanted Man version of Nick Nemeth. You can use the finishers from the original Nick Nemeth with the Wanted Man version, and you can use the original Nick Nemeth finishers and the Wanted Man finishers with the Nemeth's Tornado Tag Team. Those have been released on SuperShowTheGame.com, $25 per competitor set. In conjunction with this release, we were going to do game demos for Super Show the Game at TNA Rebellion. This had been scheduled for a few weeks. We had a contact with Anthem Sports who set up that we would have demo space. I was the one that built the demo decks, got everything set up to take up there. A bunch of us from Rust Belt, some Pennsylvania players, a couple of us from Columbus came up, had a nice dinner beforehand, and then went to the TNA Rebellion show at the Walcott Center at Cleveland State University, Saturday, April 11th, to do the demos and then see the show. Unfortunately, an hour before the doors were supposed to open, we lost the demo space. And so, unfortunately, we did not get to do demos. So very disappointing. I was looking forward to doing that, and we just lost that opportunity. Additionally, not only were the TNA Rebellion competitors supposed to be on the website, they were supposed to be for sale at the merchandise table. Unfortunately, the new TNA Rebellion competitors did not get there in time to be available at the merch booth. They did have the other SRG Universe Super Show competitors outside of Joe Hendry available to be purchased at the merch table. I didn't ask about the prices. I know they are charging $20 for those competitors at TNAmerch.com. Hopefully the next time there's a TNA competitor release at a pay-per-view, the product will be there, and hopefully we can have a demo team like we were supposed to have at TNA Rebellion. Outside of that, it was a good show. I got to see Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, wrestle live for the first time. Very happy to see that. I got to see the Hardys wrestle live for the first time. Very happy to see that. And of course, it was always great to see the Rust Belt players. Misfit and the Dude came up. Split came up. It's always great getting to see those guys. I know I saw a number of them at Pixel Palace Pandemonium last month, but it's still always great to see them. And I'm looking forward to seeing them again next month at Grand Gathering, Westlake, Ohio, last weekend in May. Speaking of Grand Gathering, Jim Clace did put out a post that he would be emailing people soon about their selections for the Grand Battle at Grand Gathering, about their entrance music. Watch your emails if you've signed up and bought your ticket for Grand Gathering. Watch your emails to get that email, fill it out as soon as possible, and send it back. Reply, let him know who you want to play in the Grand Battle, let him know what your entrance music is going to be. This is also a good time, since I just spoke about product releases, to mention that April 11th and April 12th, Saturday and Sunday, as I'm recording this on Sunday, there's a promo code for all purchasable items on supershowthegame.com, including created content, 15% off. Masters is the coupon code. MASTERS. Masters is the coupon code. It does include new items like the TNA Rebellion competitors. So, if you want to pick up a new Nick Nemeth or Trey Miguel, remember coupon code MASTERS, 15% off of those purchases. Looking at my notes for TNA, one last thing I forgot to mention. There was a raffle on Instagram for a ticket to TNA Rebellion. Bradley Keller won the raffle and got tickets to TNA Rebellion through the raffle. Congratulations to him for winning that. I don't have an update on the CCC. It had looked like they were going to announce the pairings for round 2 last Wednesday. That didn't happen, likely because of some good news for the people at SRG Universe. I'm not going to go into further detail, but I expect everyone knows what it is. It was very, very good news for the powers that be at SRG. Keep watching Talk of the Universe if you want to see what the next matchup is going to be for the CCC. They could unveil that as early as next Wednesday, April 15th. We'll just have to see. So no CCC update. I thought we were going to get one. It just didn't happen. I have a little championship news. We have a revised contender schedule for the LFF Tri-State Tag Team Championship. The next challengers for the LFF Tri-State Tag Team Championship will be the tag team of the Norsemen and the Influencer. They are replacing the Skyriders. It will still be a Ring of Fire match, and it will happen sometime in April. In May, the challengers are yet to be determined. In June, the challengers will be Sam Stanton and a mystery partner. Not sure yet who it's going to be. July, Dirty Birds, Split, and the prize fighter Simon Dabner. August, it will be the Nightmare King and a partner yet to be determined. Could be the Wolf Guardian, could be somebody else. September, this is the last contender we know about. The challengers will be Sundown Stars, the team of Sundown Moon and Steven Moonstar. That is the current contender schedule for the LFF Tri-State Tag Team Championship. I have results from the UCW Trios tournament. I didn't really follow this too much, but the top 3 ended up being in 3rd place, playing as Team Valiant, the Cheetah. In 2nd place, playing as the Ultra Cosmic Crusaders, Rowdy Ron, and the winner, playing as the Good, the Bad, and the Whiskey, the Italian Bombata. Congratulations to the Italian Bombata for winning the UCW Trios tournament. One last thing before I talk about the online tournaments and featured matches from this past week. One of the players that I did see at TNA Rebellion, Split, will create custom t-shirts and things like that for players so they can use them in costuming and whatnot. If you want to have him create something for you in time for Grand Gathering, you would need to reach out to him by the end of the month. So, I don't know what his arrangements are as far as pricing and whatnot. That's something you'd have to work out with him. But that's a service out there you can use if you want to use that. I know, for example, I need someone to create a KSRG t-shirt for DJ Outlaw. He would be someone I could reach out to and see about having that made. With that being said, let's talk about the online tournaments and featured matches from this past week. I will start Monday with Monday Night Fights. Open Division Tournament, all singles competitors legal, subject to 20/20 vision. 8 players played in 3 bullet rounds, and then after that they cut to a top 5. 3 players received byes to the semifinals. 2 players played in a New York rules match for the final spot in the semifinals. The semifinal matches were New York rules matches. The finals match and the third place match were tables, ladders, and chains matches. Your top 5 ended up being in 5th place, playing as Simple Chuck himself. In 4th place, playing as Faye Dragon, HR. In 3rd place, playing as Smart Mark Sterling, the Italian Babada. In 2nd place, playing as Shane Hurricane Helms, the antagonist. And the winner, playing as the Cherry Glamazon, TVA Commissioner Drew Madsen. Congratulations to the TVA Commissioner for winning Monday Night Fights. Wednesday, we had a featured match after Talk of the Universe for the LFF Trios Championship. The challenger, the Grim Librarian, playing as Grim Steel. The champion, Stephen Moonstar, champion with the Refinery. The match ends up going to Crowd Meter 4. The champion was dominant for the majority of the match, but the Grim Librarian's a great competitor and fought him off to raise it to Crowd Meter 4. In the end, the dominance just too much, and Stephen Moonstar retains. He is still the LFF Trios champion. Congratulations to the champion for a successful defense. The next contender for the LFF Trios champion will be former Trios champion Ron Rumble. Date and time to be determined. Ron Rumble is the next challenger for Stephen Moonstar. Thursday, we had Thursday night boss fights. Underworld Division Tournament. World Division competitors booked. All other singles competitors legal, subject to 20/20 vision. 12 players played in 4 bullet rounds, and then they cut to a top 4 based on record. In the semifinal round, all of the matches were New York rules matches. The finals match and the third place match were both tables matches. Your top 4 were in 4th place, playing as the complete Matt Cardona, history-making Matt Pineapple. In 3rd place, playing as history-making Matt Pineapple, The End. It just said John on the app, but I think that is referring to The End, John Mathis. In 2nd place, playing as the Big Shot, Titan. The winner of Thursday Night Boss Fights, playing as Elgato Shinobi, the Chosen One, Colby Cram. Congratulations to the Chosen One for winning Thursday Night Boss Fights. Friday, we had an episode of Ignite on the Big Picture Premium Twitch channel. The opening match was supposed to be between El Hombre Cybernetico and the Wise Man of the Dirty Jurors, who was revealed at the start of the match. The opponent had been a mystery up until that point. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, the match did not happen. There were a couple of promo segments, and then we get to the final match, a pre-taped match between Bob Odell as Beatstick Brandon and HR as HR. This match was also plagued by technical difficulties, It did get to crowd meter 1, but after that, we have no idea what happened. And so that's very unfortunate for Ignite to be a technical issue heavy episode. I hope the next episode of Ignite goes better. Congratulations to the New York Phenom and to Titan, who are running the show and just doing the best they could. The one bit of news we did get out of there is that there will be another match, third in the series, between the Meeple and the Mad Custodian. Looking forward to that match. Mad Custodian puts on great matches. Very entertaining player. Sunday night fights ended up being canceled this week, so there was nothing Sunday. As far as what's coming up for next week, I expect we will have Monday night fights and Thursday night fights or some variation thereof on those 2 days for online play. Watch supershowthegame.com. Watch the SRG Super Show discussion group on Facebook for those to be announced. I expect we'll have Dojo Tuesday night, twitch.tv/SRG Universe. We should have Beatdown on Big Picture Premium's Twitch channel this Tuesday, April 14th. The 2 featured matches on Beatdown will be the semifinal matches in the Apex Championship number 1 contender tournament to crown a contender for that championship. In the first semifinal match, we'll have Simple Chuck versus Ron Rumble. In the second semifinal match, we will have Loudmouth Leo Larynx versus Brime Time. Not sure which one is going on first, but those are the matches on the card for Tuesday. Friday, we are going to have April Annihilation presented by UCW. I'm not sure all of the matches that are going to be on the card, but there's going to be a match between Money Ref Dave and the Beekeeper. There is going to be a number 1 contender match for the UCW Hardcore Championship. That match will feature Pride taking on The Friend. And there will be a match between Rambo Apocalypse and a mystery opponent, Rambo Apocalypse, returning to Super Show play on April Annihilation. One last thing. Next Sunday, April 19th, Sunday Night Fights, 1 match on the card, the LFF World Heavyweight Championship match. The champion, the hidden threat, Matt Hass, playing as Sabu. The challenger, yours truly, playing as Mac Attack. This is a big match for me. I'm hoping I can come away with the victory. I'll do my best to put on a good show. I hope you guys check it out. I know we're up against night 2 of WrestleMania, so I don't blame people for not watching live. If you do, I know that I will appreciate it. I assume that the hidden threat and the powers that be at SRG will appreciate that as well. With that being said, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Outlaw Mudcast. I would like to thank all of you for listening. I would like to ask people to tag with JAC and the Spice Lord in the tag round of the 2025 CCC when that goes live. And a good day.